second graders! Today you are going to learn the standard algorithm for subtracting. You've already learned how to subtract with a number line and how to subtract using the tens and ones chart. So let's move into the standard algorithm. So here I've set up our problem vertically. We have 42 minus 25. We have 42 at the top because that is a larger number and we're going to subtract the smaller number. We're going to start with the ones. Let's look at our subtraction. We have 2 minus 5. Well, if I have 2 cookies, I can't give 5 cookies away. So we need to go next door and borrow 10 more. So let's cross out our 4 because that's 4 tens. That's going to turn into 3 tens. We're going to give that 10 to our ones place. So it's no longer 2, it turns into 12. Now we can subtract. So 12 minus 5. I'm going to put 12 in my head and subtract 5. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So in our ones place, we have 7. Now we can move to our tens column. We have 3 minus 2. Well, I know if I had 3 cookies and if I give 2 away, that gives me 1 cookie left. So that means 42 minus 25 equals 17. There's a fun little rhyme we can use to help us remember. When we look at our ones, if we have more on top, there's no need to stop. We can subtract as we usually would. But if we have more on the floor, on the bottom, we have to go next door and get 10 more. So more on top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. Let's try another problem. Here we have 74 minus 48. For this problem, I took away the line that breaks apart our tens and our ones column. Let's see how we do. Start with your ones. I'm going to cover up my 10 so I don't get mixed up. 4 minus 8. Well, if I had 4 cookies, I can't give 8 away. I have more on the floor. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. So the 7 becomes a 6, and then this 10 goes over to our ones place. So the 4 becomes a 14. So now I can subtract because I have 14 cookies, and now I can definitely give 8 away. So I'm going to put 14 in my head and I'm going to count backwards 8. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So we put a 6 in our ones column. And now we can subtract our tens. We have 6 minus 4. I know 6 minus 4 is 2. So 74 minus 48 equals 26. Let's try another problem. For this problem, if you want to pause the video and try it alone and then check your work with me, feel free to do so. Let's take a look at our ones. I have 4 minus 6. Well, I know I don't have more on top. No need to stop. I have more on the floor. I have to go next door and get 10 more. So I have to cross out the 6. The 6 becomes a 5. Now I have 5 tens here. And the 4 becomes a 14. So now I can subtract 14 minus 6. Okay, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And now I can move on to my tens. 5 minus 3 is 2. So 64 minus 36 equals 28. Let's try one last problem. Here we have 51 minus 28. Do you remember which place value to start with? Start with your ones. More on top, no need to stop. No, I don't have more on top. I have more on the floor, more on the bottom. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. So cross out your 5. The 5 becomes a 4. And the 1 we're adding 10 to, so the 1 becomes an 11. So now I'm going to cover up my tens and do my subtraction. 11 minus 8. I could count back 8 from 11, but 8 is so close to 11, I'm going to count up. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 3. And now I can subtract my 10s. 4 minus 2 is 2. So 51 minus 28 equals 23. So this is the standard algorithm. It's one of our 3 strategies for subtracting with 2-digit numbers. Now you're going to get a chance to try some on your own in Seesaw. Bye, second graders.